right between these two nodes. Oh, okay, I'm gonna grab right here. I don't want it to just fall. I want this cut to be as clean as possible. Ooh, come on, baby. Not want to just break it like what is trying to happen. Okay, I may be wishing that I'd use pruners right now. Good morning, everybody. I'm Danny. Welcome to my Fig Sticks, where fig addiction is a real thing. This morning, I wanted to talk to you all about topping our fig trees to promote branching. So I recently watched a video by Figaholics. If you haven't subscribed to Figaholics, you really should. Great videos, by the way. His intro is completely addictive. Can't get the song out of my head. But if in his video, he was talking about topping off some of his fig trees that were growing just single stems. And that promotes branching at the location you want it. So today I'm going to do that with a couple of my fig trees that are challenged in the branching category. They're just growing main stems for the most part. The branching that's happening is either not where I want it, or I want to stop it right there. So that's what we're going to talk about in this morning's video. I'm a little nervous about this, y'all. I'm not going to lie. First year fig grower. I'm learning as much as I can as I grow with these figs. So today, this is a big deal for me, and I'm going to take you along for the ride. This is my Olympian fig, and you can see the branching on it is just now really beginning. He does have a couple coming out at the very base, which I'm not sure that's what I want. So this is, obviously you can tell this is a rooting that, or a cutting that I rooted back this past December. A couple of these will probably come off this winter when it goes dormant. Y'all, I got to taste a couple of these Olympian figs, and they are fantastic. Tasted just like a peach, so good. And this tree is loaded with figs. First year fig tree, and it is absolutely loaded. So while the branching is not necessarily doing what I want, maybe it's starting right here. I do have 4 branches that I may be able to shape and form the way I want them. So gonna leave this one alone. One, I want to see if those branches will do what I want. Maybe I need to train them. But 2, I don't want to lose any of the figs. So I'm going to leave this one alone. And then that brings us over to this guy. This is an I-258. Look how tall this tree is. It is absolutely insane. And again, I just rooted this fig cutting in December. The trunk has almost completely swallowed the top of this cutting. Absolutely incredible growth on this I-258. Now, it's got figs all over it too. And if you notice, it finally started branching way up here at the top. Y'all, if I let this go like it is now, I'm not going to be able to harvest any of those figs. So I'm definitely going to want to cut this one down and force branching more somewhere right in here. I think that's what I want to do. However, you didn't notice, it is covered with figs from bottom to top. So I think on this one, while I know I need to get the branches coming out in a lower spot, I think on this one, I'm gonna let it go. But that brings me to this one. This is a brown turkey that I bought at our Canton Trade Days here in East Texas. If you live in East Texas, you know what I'm talking about. This guy just started all of these branches right down here at the bottom. And I'm really liking the way they're looking right now. I may wind up taking a couple of the low ones off, but I have all of this top growth and there's not a single fig on this tree. So I think my plan is on this brown turkey to cut it just above where all of this branching is taking place. And I want to force those branches to grow as much as they can between now, which is late August, until October or November, when we finally get some cool weather to put them into dormancy. All right, so I've got this panned way back just so y'all can see just how tall this tree is. Now, granted, the bucket is, 3 foot off the ground. It's just over knee high from the ground, but from the base of this planter, I can just barely reach the top of the tree. So we're looking at, approximately at least 6 foot of growth from the roots. And again, the branches are just starting way up here at the top. And if I let those go, I have no chance. I'd have to have a ladder to harvest any figs that I might get off of this tree. That's not what I want. I do have a branch here. I will probably try to root that. Be honest with you, after discussing with Figaholics, I'm actually going to take cuttings on this entire trunk right here and try to root as many of them as I can. But the first, hopefully y'all can see this, I may have to zoom in, but the first branch is right here. So what I think I'm going to do is cut right here. And yes, I'm very nervous about this, but I'm going to cut right here just above the, the top branch on this trunk, and hopefully that will promote these to really grow at that point. And then this winter, when it goes dormant, I can pick and choose which ones I want to shape and grow into that beautiful fig shape that we're all looking for. So this is what I'm going to do. Y'all only get one chance at this on video, so I hope I don't mess up. And again, I'm a little nervous. This fig tree was not that expensive. It's just a brown turkey. And I know I say just a brown turkey, but it's a very common, very easily accessible fig tree. So it didn't cost that much. It doesn't have any figs on it, so I'm not too worried about losing any figs. Actually, now that I say that, I see some tiny little figlets at the top. But all that said, I'm going to sacrifice the tiny little figlets because I want these branches to start growing so that I can pick and choose this winter when this tree goes dormant. All right, so here we go. Again, only get one chance at this on video, so I hope that I do not mess up. But I am going to use, this is it says pull saw on it. It's a flushing saw. I use this when I'm leveling these fig pots right here. It just makes it easier for me to cut the bottoms of the legs off to level them. I did sanitize this with some peroxide, some rubbing alcohol. I haven't used it on any plants, just on these fig planters, but just in case, I didn't want to transfer anything to my tree and maybe hurt it worse than I'm about to do anyway. I'm not going to use pruners on this. I think the base of the trunk is just a little bit too thick for the pruners that I have. I mean, they're up to a 1-inch diameter, but this is probably 3/4, maybe an inch. All that said, I'm going to use the saw just for good measure for my initial cut to take the top of this tree off. All right, y'all. I got butterflies. Very nervous. Here we go. Probably going to zoom in so that you guys can see this a little bit better. But I'm going to go ahead and take this top off. And here we go. Nerves and all. Again, you can see the branching here. Let me set this down. You can see the branching here. I've got quite a few really coming out at the bottom now. And I'm going to take it off right above this top branch. Hope that promotes the growth. So nerves and all, here we go. I don't know if y'all will be able to see all this because of the branches, but I'm actually going to go up a little bit. This one's got a little branch. I'm going to go right above this node. I hope y'all can see that. I may have to zoom in a little bit, but I'm going to go right below right below this node right here, probably halfway in between. I'm hoping that this will continue to produce growth, and then I can start my cuttings right here. This one has nodes very close together. That's exciting. That means a few more cuttings for me. Here we go. All right. Right between these two nodes. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna grab right here. I don't want it to just fall. I want this cut to be as clean as possible. Ooh. Come on, baby. Not want to just break it like what is trying to happen. Okay, I may be wishing that I'd use pruners right now. There we go. Whew. Okay, that does look like a clean cut. Oh, I just put that right in front of your face. Oh, this kind of hurts. But that is a very clean cut. I'll get a closer look with the camera in just a second. I do see sap coming out, not, or that is expected. So there we go. I have completely cut off the top of a beautiful fig tree. Oh, Figaholics. I hope this works like you say that it will. Oh. So here's a close-up look of the cut on this. It's very clean. A little bit of sap, which, you know, like I said, that's to be expected, but it's very clean. I am going to go ahead and wrap this in some paraffin wax, I believe. I don't know if I need to do that on a live and growing tree, but I'm going to. If I start seeing any kind of ill effects, then I will unwrap it, but I just feel like I don't really want it to dry out. So yeah, I'm going to put some paraffin wax on it for now. Maybe somebody drop me a comment and let me know if that's right or wrong. I'm going to put it on there. So if I need to take it off, let me know. But you can, again, see where all of these branches are this low on the tree. And I'll take another shot from back behind where I was before, and you can tell the difference between or see just how much I actually cut down. So this is the tree that I cut down. And, you know, earlier I showed you this was the top. And now here's the top. So cut a lot off. Gosh, I don't know how many cuttings I'm going to be able to get from this. I mean, if I go, these nodes are very close together, within an inch or less. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I go right here, I'm going to get at least 6, possibly 8 cuttings out of the top of this tree. Probably going to save that for another video. Going to cut this one off, but I need to go ahead and get this taken care of ASAP before it begins to dry out. So let me get on that. I just want to, or I just want you to drop me a comment. What do you think is about to happen? Is this going to work as anticipated, as described? Are these branches going to continue to grow, or did I just kill my tree? Let me know in the comments below. I'll keep you updated. I really feel like this is going to work. I'm confident. I've watched lots of videos. Figaholics suggested this, so I'm pretty confident in this working. If it doesn't, it's probably some of my own fault. But I will keep this good and watered. Probably going to go ahead and fertilize it again, just in case, just for good measure. And I'll get that paraffin wax. I'm sorry, the wax tape, paraffin tape. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'll get that put on the top so it doesn't dry out as well. So here's hoping. All right, so that's gonna wrap up this video. We topped this tree. Hopefully we didn't kill this tree, but we topped this tree to encourage those lower branches to go ahead and continue their growth. The top growth was just too high. If I let it go, I wasn't going to be able to harvest any figs way up that high. Now, did I sacrifice some figlets? Yes, I did. Did I sacrifice some growth at the top? Yes, I did. Those were future cuttings, but I wanted to get these lower limbs growing as quickly as I can. It's late August. I've only got a couple more months of growing, and I want those lower limbs to grow as much as I can get them to grow before our growing season is over here in East Texas. But all that said, I will keep y'all informed as to how this goes. I am going to take cuttings off of the top of that tree and try to get them rooted. I'll share that with y'all as well. But I just want to, if you've made it this far into the video, I really appreciate it. I want to say thank you for watching. If you like my content, y'all know what to do, like, subscribe, all those good things. But follow me on my fig journey. I am a first-year fig grower. Lots of things to learn. Follow along with me. Maybe you're a first-year fig grower and you need to learn some things. I'm hoping that I can share that with y'all. So again, this is my Fig Sticks, where fig addiction is a real thing. Join the Figolution, y'all. Thanks for watching. Oh, I cannot wait for the next figs to ripen on this Olympian. So tasty good. I absolutely love those. Man, I hope I get one off of this I-258. Just couldn't cut him down. Could not waste all of those figs.